Okay, so this is the official trailer for Superman. We're starting out in the Arctic here. Obviously, forced to solitude out here in the wilderness. This is a fresh look at Clark Kent. So they're going for that dorky, bumbling nerd thing again. Miss Lois Lane here. So it looks a little. So it looks like Lois from the animated series, which I actually kind of appreciate. Long hair. Wonder if she has purple eyes and this maybe purple contacts. So this is the Kent farm. Looks more like a house than they're going for a different theme here. Jonathan Kent. And Jonathan usually gets killed off in Superman films, so I'm curious if how long he's going to be around. You're going to keep around for this whole series, or you're just there for a brief appearance. And we got a first look at Crypto Superdog. So Crypto is very Golden Age Supermanish. So I'm a little shocked that we're going with this right out the gate. And animal lovers like myself would probably get a kick out of this. But yeah, crypto, I'm a little shocked that I would actually put crypto in this. It pretty much tells you it's going to be a very different tone from what we had before. So those who don't know, crypto is an alien who's also from Krypton. Don't remember if crypto came in the same pot as Cal. But yeah, crypto is a very old school character. I like this. This right here, this safe right here reminds me of Smallville when Clark Kent saved this kid in season 4 finale. He just zipped in, grabbed the kid, and just took in this explosion, like wrapped it around the kid. It's awesome. This is almost like the exact same thing. You know, people always complain about Henry Cavill not saving anybody, which he was doing the entire time throughout Man of Steel, even after Zod craziness showed up. But I like how they're showing right out the gate. I think there's another shot of him saving his train, like in Action Comics, the original Action Comics. Here's Luther. They James Gunn was talking about, oh, he's going to be imposing and menacing and all that. I'm like, yeah. Lex Luthor's pretty much been done almost the same way every time. Like the only time I can really see I really seen Luthor be menacing is probably the last Superman series in live action. Even Mike Rosenbaum was my favorite Luthor. He had the most development, but I never really saw him as menacing. I don't know how menacing you can be when your greatest enemy can fire you to a crisp. Luthor Corp. Luthor with a gun. He said not everybody likes Superman in this shot. I'm not sure what building this is. Stag Industries. And this is supposed to be Guy Gardner. Yeah, he looks terrible. He's way too old to be Guy Gardner. He looks tall. He looks terrible. He's way too old to be Guy Gardner. This is supposed to be like a 10-year plan. He looks way too old to be this character in particular. Way too old. Like Nathan Fillion is like pushing 50. And Guy Gardner in the comics is like a young man. Mid-20s at best. So Gunn completely miscast this character. There's a reason why Guy Gardner is so annoying. It's because he's one of the younger Lanterns. And this guy looks like he's in his freaking 50s. God, man. How do you get this so wrong? Oh, girl. I don't think this is Shira. There is another version of Hawkgirl, I believe, in the comics. Shira is usually the most popular one from the Justice League cartoons. When she and Carter get killed, they get reincarnated. I don't think this is Shira. Still don't know why she's in this. Don't know why Guy's in this either. But so I keep saying it's called Super Friends. And now we got this big ass monster and something in the background, Superman, Lois, and Parkman or something. I think this is the Fortress of Solitude. I'm guessing that Metamorpho. No idea why he's in this either. He goes Mr. Terrific for some reason. Yeah, I think my biggest problem so far is the miscast of Guy Gardner. He looks terrible. Mr. Terrific looks okay. Still don't know why he's in this. Like I say, Color Superman, but then you got like a bunch of other random heroes. Like, yeah, it's like, oh, it's an established world with other heroes. Fine. But try not to make it too crowded because this sort of thing has been done before and it never really works. Like, it never really works. Like, the previous universe failed because it had an overstuffed cast and Dawn of Justice. Never established Clark Kent Superman on his own before throwing Batman into the mix. And now we've got terrible looking Guy Gardner. Terrible. The rest of the cast looks pretty solid. Luther looks pretty good. Like the Jonathan Kent here. No sign of Martha. Crypto. Still a little shocked to see Crypto on the truth. Like, might just be a brief appearance. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm quite sold on this just yet. This shot here is probably my favorite. Not entirely sure where you're saving the kid from, but it's awesome. In slow motion, especially. Very smallly from I think it was season 4 when Clark saved that kid in the season 4 finale. Yeah, he looks awful. Awful. I don't know what I don't know what in the world he's wearing. Yeah, he looks terrible. Like I heard that maybe these jail members are working for Silent Stag for some reason. The guy guard is a Green Lantern, so the only people who should be answering to are the aliens called the Guardians on Oa. No one else, because he can make his own suit with a simple thought. So I don't understand this at all. That's why I've been saying like this. Feel like there's too much going on. So you got Superman versus a big ass monster. Something in the background. People have been talking about maybe Brainiac. Well, that's way too much going on. They like, but I always believe with these types of films is that we should really keep them condensed with smaller stories. Like this guy just wants to launch everything off of this film, including throwing in a bunch of other random heroes, just to jumpstart this new quote unquote DC cinematic universe, whatever you want to call it. I still think it's too much. I think we can get away with the simple Superman story. Establish a new Clark Kent, establish a new Superman. His main core cast: Lois, Jimmy, Kent, Luther, Perry White. And then have something like maybe Metallo or something. Just keep it condensed. Like this is why I love the Batman and Matt Reeves universe, because it was a small story focused on Batman. You don't see the Flash or Green Lantern or Aqua guy running around in a movie called The Batman. And that's always been my thing, with why I've never been on board with this. And I don't know if I could see myself buying a ticket for this right out the gate. Yeah, yeah, this is Mr. Terrific. Looks like he walked right out of the comics, which is cool. But still, I don't know why he's here. This looks so out of place. I mean, it looks okay, I guess. And I've never been on board with this film. I haven't really seen that much yet to get me excited per se. Just because I never really cared that much. Like I'm tired of reboots. The kid looks like he walked around the comics. I'm sure it'll do fine. Casting for Lois is pretty solid. Luthor looks pretty good. Well, Lex Luthor is Lex Luthor, so he's pretty much been portrayed the same way in every other iteration. Well, dude hates Superman, that type of thing. Crypto was a little bit of a shock for me. I know I saw the pictures of Superman and Krypton sitting on the moon or whatever. There's it's a different vibe from this. At the same time, just Guy Gardner looks awful, awful. So yeah, that shit I was like super this guy's ass beat by something. So curious what that would be. Was that big ass monster? But I'm like, I don't know if I want to see like a weak Superman. Like we get that in that dopey cartoon on HBO. Shows kind of stinks. But Yeah, Guy Gardner looks awful. Absolutely terrible. Ugh. Like, I think I understand now what Gunn is going for with this. Like a world of heroes where Superman stands out. Okay, that's fine. But at the same time, you better be the actual focus because I don't want to go back and forth to this overstuffed comic book movie thing that we keep seeming to do, especially with DC films. This is where the last universe failed. Gave us too much right out the gate and didn't take the time to establish anybody. This is another new Superman. We need to know exactly who this new guy is. But we've already seen some differences in this and the previous universe, which is cool. Just yeah, still looks a little crowded to me. It's, maybe it's just these days, this trailers give away too much. But Guy Gardner is probably the worst part of this trailer to me. It's terrible. It's absolutely awful. Ugh. Terrible. They always not an ensemble cast. It's still about Clark. Like, and I'm mad. But don't forget, someone also said they're going to be members of the Authority, whoever they are, and creature commanders, whoever they are. I mean, regardless of the trailer, this needs to be a box office hit. Otherwise, this universe will be dead in the water. I can see this being like other heroes looking up to him at this show because Guy Gardner is an a-hole in the comics. I could see him being like the one dude they all look up to, like to be better heroes, I guess. But you can do that in Justice League movie. Which has always been an argument with this. I don't agree with it. I don't think we need to have like this many heroes running around out the gate. We could just get a mention in a Daily Planet newspaper or something. I mean, it looks okay. Again, just yeah, not entirely sold. It feels more like Super Friends the movie to me. Starting with Crypto and freaking terrible looking Guy Gardner, big ass Godzilla monster, freaking Hawk Girl, Mr. Terrific, and a little glimpse of Metamorpho, I imagine. And whatever this thing is. You don't need to have an overstuffed film start off a new universe. I'm kind of a little confused with that, with respect. But like, one of the reasons why I've never been on board with this is because of his previous work at Marvel and yeah, his previous work with Marvel and he's never really done singular character stories in the Marvel universe. Guardians of the Galaxy is about a team of misfits. Suicide Squad, a team of misfits. Peacemaker is an ensemble cast. But their own supporting cast, but Looks okay, I guess. Just didn't have any expectation going in, so yeah, my thing has always been keep it small with these films. This is why the Batman is so good, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't understand why Mr. Terrific is in this. Why people keep saying, "Oh, he's a really smart hero." Like, yeah, so is Batman. I'd rather see the new Batman established for these random D-listers. I mean, Tony looks pretty good. Definitely a brighter, looks like a brighter, hopeful, more hopeful Superman, which is what we need. I still believe wholeheartedly that if we want to establish this is a world with other heroes, then just bring in Batman and be done with it. Introduce a new Batman, introduce a new Superman. You don't have to have him in the suit. Just have Bruce Wayne with the press conference or something. Clark Kent's covering story for the planet or something. Have Bruce Wayne on stage talking. Maybe comments about this big ass monster that's tearing up the city or something. And then he leaves. He talks with Clark Kent briefly. Leaves to go meet a meeting with Lex Luthor or something. Something simple like that. Like, hmm. Like in this shot here, looks like he's like looking to cool off from maybe just stop that monster, and some people aren't happy with how he handle it. I don't know. I just don't want this to be like the cameo movie, you know? Like here's Superman, here's this other random hero, here's this other random hero. Here's Hawk Girl, here's Guy Gardner, who looks like crap. Here's Mr. Terrific, who honestly is a D-lister in the comics. All those characters could have been safer in Justice League movie, in my opinion. But yeah, Crypto is. was a shock for me. I'm like, yeah, that's very golden age. Like I was saying, I said briefly, like Gunn is a very old school type of dude. He likes those 70s, 80s vibes in his movies, which is why Star Lord has that mixtape in the Guardian films. My God, they even give Crypto the cape. Yeah, I'm not quite sold on it yet. Looks okay. I guess I just been like so on the fence about this. Yeah, I think I had the right tone so far, but not quite there yet for me. Like instead of teaser trailer, this is a full trailer. This is like almost 3 minutes long. This is my favorite shot right here. This is like right out of Smallville in season 4, I mentioned earlier. Clark can't save this kid in the season 4 finale. Just grabs the kid, wraps his arm around him, has this like big ass explosion erupts around him. That was awesome. It's almost the exact same thing. Like I'm still not convinced, quite convinced it's not going to be too crowded. Like I like my superhero films to be condensed and simple, not overly complicated. So see how that goes, I guess. Even with future trailers, I can't really see myself going out of my way to see this in the theaters. I might just wait for this to come on screen. Like I've never been too excited about this, and this is really hasn't really changed my mind at all.